Hi everybody, it's Emmy from Create With Me and we're here in the nest and it's time for Teach Me Tuesday. So I'm super excited to share a fun technique with you, something that you can use inside your card. So I'm going to be showing you some things. I'm not going to show you the full, like how I put together the whole card, but I'm going to show you this element. So let me take you down to my desk. Let me know that you're here if you're watching. I'll comment afterwards. I'm going to put the measurements in my in the comment, or not in the comments, but in, yeah, maybe in the comments, but in the header for this video. So I'll edit it later. So what I want to show you is this fun butterfly floating kind of pop-up technique or piece element for your card. So I am using the new Butterfly Brilliance stamp set and bundle. So here I showed you the dies and I showed you the stamp set on Friday on Emmy's 3Cs. So you're going to want to go back because I'm going to use these little vellum butterflies that I showed how to color on Friday. So if you didn't get to see Fridays, go look on YouTube or go look in last Friday on my Create With Me Facebook page feed and you'll see how to do that. So what you're going to need is you're going to need a piece of cardstock. I used a couple pieces of designer series paper from the Butterfly. It's called Butterfly Bijou 6x6 paper and it's gorgeous. I showed it on Friday. So it's got all these different designs in it. I love it, love it, love it. And then you're going to need some window sheets. So this is a clear acetate. We sell them. They're called window sheets. And I see Kelly's comment. And Kelly, you're actually one that showed me this card, sent me this years and years ago. Do you remember? It's up on my YouTube channel. So there's a quick little video of it from I don't even know when. It was a long time ago. So here's are the pieces. So this is 8.5 by 11, and you're going to start by cutting it down to 4 7/8. 4 7/8. So I've got it down here on my cutter, 4 7/8. And I'm going to set this piece aside, and then I'm going to cut it in half at 5.5. Okay. So here I've got 5.5 by 4 7/8. I'm going to turn it back and I'm going to get my cutter out of the way and I'm going to score it at 4 1/4. So I'm taking it to my 4 1/4 right here. I'm going to score it. And same on this one. Take it to 4 1/4 because that's my front and my back. And I'm going to score it. So it's going to leave these two little flaps here. Then my designer series paper, and I can cut both of these at the same time, are going to be just layers of layers on here, just like you can see right here, these two layers here. So these I want to cut at 4 by 5 1/4. I want more of the pink, so I'm going to go this way, 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, so these are going to be my two pieces on the inside. I'm going to make it just a little bit different than this one. So this card is just jade. This is going to be Bermuda Bay. So we're done with the, nope, we're not done with the cutter. I'm sorry. While I'm cutting, I've got this piece of acetate, and this was actually just a scrap on my desk. And it's 3 3/4. This part here doesn't matter because we're going to be cutting it down. So 3 3/4, 4, that's fine. You're going to cut that. You're going to cut it down on some of it anyway. So what I'm doing is I'm cutting 1/2 inch strips. 1/2 inch strips works pretty good with a butterfly like this, and I need 3 of them. So I'm cutting 3, and I know it's almost impossible to see this. Now I'm going to set this aside. 3 strips that are 1/2 inch by 3 3/4. But we're going to be cutting these down, so you'll see what I mean. So I'm going to lay those out, and I'm going to actually start with that, and I'm going to pull in 3 butterflies here. And these, like I said, these are vellum butterflies that I colored, and I did these on Emmy's 3Cs. So if you didn't see how I colored them, you can go back and take a look, and you'll see there how I stamped and colored them and cut them out. So I like to use mini glue dots. And I'm going to use a couple here. And this is the one that's going to be in the middle. And I'm going to put him about, I'm just guesstimating. So you could lay it out first like this and say, okay, that's how I want it. And so then you could get your mini glue dots. Because, you know, maybe you're going to use the dragonflies. They would be really pretty. Punch them out of the designer series paper and voila, they would be gorgeous floating on here. You could do the different sizes of them. So pretty. And then I'm going to do this. So now I've got them at 3 different heights. This one could go a little bit higher. And since it's on a mini glue dot, I can pop those off, kind of. That's good and strong. But I can get that off of there. I'm going to just move it up just a smidge. A smidge is just a little more than a skosh. Okay, so now's where I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut off the acetate or window sheet that shows above each of the butterflies. So I got to move my vellum out of the way and I'm going to snip off. I've got a little bit of mini glue dot on my scissors. I'm going to snip off the acetate that goes above the butterfly. Okay, so I'm snipping that off and then I'm going to snip this one off here. Okay, so there's my 3 butterflies. So let's set that aside. Let's bring in our pieces. We can go ahead and adhere the designer series paper down onto each of these layers. You don't have to use designer series paper. You could just use white cardstock. It doesn't matter. Then this one's going to be like this. So I might do it the opposite. Not that there's a big design in there, but there is some color changes. Okay. All right, so we're done with that. Now we're going to take our tear and tape and we're going to actually put some tear and tape on this, on both of the folds. So I'm going to put that there and I'm going to put a little bit up here. There should be enough room to get both if you go close enough to the fold. It's tear and tape. It's called tear and tape because you can tear it easily. That other stuff, we had that red line tape. Oh my gosh, you had to use scissors. It was really, really a pain. So I really love this. So, all right. So I like to burnish it down. It makes it a little bit easier to peel up. So I'm going to peel up the backing on one. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my butterflies, and the big secret is actually, let's see, I'm going to make this be my top. So if I fold this like this, I'm just going to make sure my butterflies stay within my card. I don't want them to be out or above it. So I'm going to just make sure that when I'm taping it down, it's inside these parameters. So there's one, and then here's the middle one. And then this one, I just want to make sure I'm not going outside the edge. Okay, perfect. All right. So now I can go ahead and take this off. You see where I'm going with this? Hi, Rachel. Hi, everybody. Okay, so now we can go ahead and butt these up together. You could lay it down like this. This might be a little easier. I'm going to put my head right in the way because I want this to be right on. Hopefully I got that. Okay. Always take your bone folder and burnish. So here's the floating butterflies inside my card. And then I went ahead, I'm going to take my bone folder here. I went ahead and finished the cover for you. So I can go ahead and glue that on. So I'm basically just showing you that floating element, but I want to show you the finished card. So I had this done ahead of time. I just used one of the big monarch type butterflies. Same kind of technique I showed you on Friday. So if you didn't see it, go back and look on how I got this to pop out. And there it says, "You make me smile." And there's my butterflies floating. And then I could finish it with another greeting, or I'm going to sign my name on this stitch tag right here. So there is the card. Good. I'm glad that you like it. I'm going to take you back to me, and I'm going to pop up my, hi Carol, I'm going to pop up my website, createwithme.stampinup.net. The host code is there. You can snag a picture of it if you need to place an order. And I will be posting this up on YouTube as soon as I can. And I will go ahead and stick the measurements in the right after this. I'll go ahead and stick the measurements up on the in the comments or up in the header for it. So I hope you enjoyed the pop-up floating butterflies, and they're so much fun. Here, I'll do it with the card we just did. So here's the card, and then the butterflies pop up like this. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm just gonna put it up here. So in case YouTube snags a good, maybe they'll snag a good picture instead of I'm going, ooh. All right, everybody, have a good day. Enjoy the snow. We got about 10 inches, so I hope that you are all dug out and feeling good about everything. So bye. Have a great day.